Guys, welcome back to my channel. I pray everyone is having a blessed afternoon. Let's go ahead and start. I'm making Zoe, Abby, and Rosita from Sesame Street. I'm making goodie bags. I already have Abby in my projects, so we're going to go ahead and start with her. Before you start adding the images, if you're using something from your projects, I suggest you add your projects from first, and then you go ahead and add images from the library. Why? Because if you start with the library first and then go to my projects and try to add something from your project, it will not propagate to the canvas. It will ask you if you want to save, replace, or cancel. But if you can do that one at a time, but I like working 3 at a time because this is just one order. So I'm going to click on my projects and I'm going to bring in Abby. Click on the image you'll be using. You will hit customize. If you hit make it, it will take you right away to for the cutting mats. Now, I already have Abby here. I'm going to go to images. In the search box, we're typing what you're looking for, which is Rosita and Zoe. And we're going to click on the images we'll be working with. Now, I see that I don't have Rosita's head. I don't think I ever found Rosita, just her head on layered on an SVG. See, this is print and cut. So I'm going to show you guys how to use her head from here, from this image. So we click on the images. You'll see them on the bottom of the screen, and we insert the images. Once they upload, I'm going to hide what I'm not going to work on. So we click on the image, and we're on your right hand side where it says group, you click on the eye and it will take her away. It did not delete her, it's just hiding her because we're now going to work on them. We're going to work on Rosita because I need her head. Okay, click on the image, we ungroup. Ungrouping the image will let you slice and delete parts that you will not be using. We set her aside. This part here, I want it to remain in one group. I don't want all my little pieces all over the place. Then I won't be able to group them, put them back where they were. Okay, so we go ahead and group, and we set it aside. We take this black part here, her shadow. Let's get a shape. We get a square because we are going to slice her head. That doesn't sound right, guys. Slice her head. Oh, my goodness. We're just going to slice the part we'll be using. That sounds better. Which is the head. We go back to the same thing, slicing her head. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and place it right underneath. We put it a little bit larger. We move it to the side. I want to take as much as I can. We lock it. Highlight the image. And we go ahead right here on the right hand side. We slice. And we start deleting the parts we will not use, which is this one right here. We don't need her body. And we delete. And we delete. Now you have this left. We have to delete the part of the hands. We go to shapes and we get a square. You place it on top of what you won't be using. Highlight the image. We go to the bottom part here on the right hand side. We click on slice and we will delete the parts we don't need. Move her a little bit to the side. The same square, we use it here. Again, we slice, go to the bottom of the screen, slice, and we delete the parts we don't need. It's repetitive. We go ahead and delete and delete. We have the head. Right click and duplicate it. I'll show you why later we're duplicating the head. Take this, her body here. We take this image and we place it on top. We are going to slice her body. I don't need this bottom part. Now, you don't need a shape. Why? Because you already have the shape right here. And it's one color. It's one layer, so we can use it to slice her body. We go ahead and highlight. And we slice. And we start deleting what we don't need. We don't need this one, but we need this one. Remember a few seconds ago that I duplicated this? This is the reason. Because it made, you know, it sliced this same image. So we don't need this part because we need the eyes, the black eyes, and the shadow for the mouth. So here we go. We place it on top. You take your group parts right here, right click and move it to the front. And we place it right here. There's your Rosita. Highlight it and group it. Once it cuts, you can go ahead and cut this part if you want. Make it rounder. Okay, we go to the right hand side and we're going to bring in the other two images. Oh, wait. Before we bring in the other two images, right, you see right here, Rosita, we don't need these shadows. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it and delete it. Click on the eye and delete it. Now, click on the eye so we can bring in Zoe. Click on the eye so we can bring in Abby. We are done with the sizing and slicing. Not the sizing, I'm sorry, with the slicing. Let's just go ahead and size them. They're going to be 4.5 by 4.5 so they can fit on the goodie bag. And we lock it. Let me zoom out the screen. Click on the image and 4.5 by 4.5 and we lock it. Click on the image and it's already 4.5 by 4.5. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this to my projects. Why? Because I don't want to go through all this again anytime I want to make Rosita goodie bags. So I'm just going to go ahead and save. It's already under Abby goodie bag. Where is it? I'm going to delete all this. I'm just going to write Sesame Street. Girl goodie bag. Okay, and we click on save. Let's go ahead and make it. Here, we're going to sort all the images to save paper, cardstock. Click here, click on 3 little dots, move to another mat so we can put it all whites together. We have a lot of mats, 27 mats, but we are going to work on that right now. We change it to 8.5 by 11. Because I'll be using other bows, so I'm just going ahead and highlight it. You click on the image, click on these little dots, and you just hide it because I don't need that. And the bow, I don't need that. We just hide it. Once you do all that, we're just going to go ahead and click on continue. The machine you have plugged in will appear here, or if it's Bluetooth, it will appear here. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the mat you're going to start with. You set your material. Mine is on poster board. I'm just going to go ahead and change it to cardstock. We load the mat. We click on the flashing button, which should be the middle button. And once it cuts, we'll be right back so we can go ahead and start assembling the goodie bags. Happy crafting, and I will see you in a bit. Now that we have all of our cutouts, we're going to start to assemble the Sesame Street goodie bags. We're going to use the 8x5 white bags. First, I'm going to start with Zoe. Zoe, we have the shadow. Let's get our glue, and we're going to start. I'm going to hot glue because this one is thicker, like almost like cardboard that I used. Before you hot glue, measure it first. So you want to make sure where you're placing it before you apply the glue. Okay, that way. And we go ahead and apply it.
I want that, Mommy.
Once you apply it, there you go. And we will continue. Now, let's go ahead with the eyes. Go ahead and measure it first. Where's my tool? Oh, here it is. I like using this tool so I can grab it with ease. What I do is measure it first, and then we go ahead and apply the glue. And we go ahead and that one's too big. But it is, Rosita also has these brown eyebrows, and one is bigger than the other one. Okay, we got that one. You can't see because it's dark. The eyebrows are dark, so we're gonna go ahead and continue with the mouth. Her mouth is red. Apply the glue. Get it here so you guys can see it. I'm gonna apply the glue. I like this glue because it has a sponge and it controls the amount of glue coming out. We take the pink part. Remember, guys, you can play with your colors. You can put the mouth instead of red. You can leave it black. Or you can put it blue, whichever color. Here we go. What I'm going to do is place the nose, which is orange. Okay. Place the nose right here. And I will be using, I'm sorry, her nose is not orange. Her nose is not orange. Her nose is pink. Yes, her nose is pink. And let's just place it right here. And for her, I'm using these bows. Oop, I'm running out of bows. I'm going to use 2 of them. Wait, not these. This is yellow. I'm going to use the purple. I'm going to use light purple because her face is kind of dark, yellowish dark. So I'm going to use the light purple. I'm going to use the light purple right about here. I'm going to hot glue. And hot glue on the other side. Going to apply the other flower on the other side. And we have Zoe. Now we're going to go ahead and apply it to the bag. Take these out of the way. I'm going to hot glue. Hot glue to the bag. Press down. Remember, once you apply the hot glue, wait for a couple of seconds, then you press down. If it goes beyond the cutout, you just take your little knife, which mine is somewhere around here, and with the knife you just cut the glue a little bit, not to cut the, be careful not cutting the bag. You just cut it like that and it'll come right off. We're going to go ahead and continue with, let's go ahead and grab Rosita. We have the shadow. We have her actual face. I'm going to apply the glue. Okay. Trying to pick it up, but it's too heavy to pick it up with that pencil. Let it dry for a bit. We're going to go ahead and get her eyes. See her eyes. Like this. We are placing her nose. Eyes and nose already. And getting her eyebrows. Okay, we have her eyebrows. I can hardly see because it's dark. That was, I don't know if you guys remember before, on the first video, the first section, I'm sorry, I didn't cut the bow because I'm using the satin bow, which is this one. That doesn't have the pearls. I want one with the pearls. I'm using this bow. I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue it. I'm going to test it first. Yep. I put a little bit too much glue, but it's fine. It won't come out. I want it And we have Rosita. We're going to go ahead and take the bag and hot glue it to the bag. And we have Rosita. Now, our last will be Abby. We have her shadow. I'm going to place part of the hair, which is the pink part. Go ahead and glue that on. I like how these images come out when they are layered. They don't have a lot of parts to it. Okay, we have her hair. Next we have her actual face. Use my tool, and so I can measure it. It goes right there. Okay, we place it right there. Her eyes. I'll measure it first and then I'll apply the glue. The bad part is that if you apply the glue the wrong way, you won't be able to reuse it, because if it's backwards, then you'll see the glue on the other side. Let's place this one right here. Too much glue here already, so just wanting my table. Too much glue. Okay, now we have blue part of the eyes. I'm just gonna go ahead and place the eyes and eyebrows. I'll fast forward the video a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and place the bows. I'm going to place the light pink. Hot glue on the side and hot glue on the side. And to cut a little string here. Okay, Abby's ready. We're gonna go ahead and take our bag and glue it onto the bag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of the bags. I have 21 more bags to finish. Once I'm done, I will upload the picture. You'll see it after the video. If you have any questions, any comments, you guys already know. Please subscribe, share my video. And this is Abby. Have a blessed evening and happy crafting.